Welcome back to another episode of the Natty Teacher. I'm your host, of course, who else but the Natty Teacher. I am on my way to the gym. We got quads on the docket today. Okay, so a big quad day. Maybe a little bit of calves as well. I did train calves yesterday, so maybe not. We'll see. We'll see where the energy levels are at here. We are mixing up one thing though, folks. I'm just gonna try it. I'm getting old, man. And my goal this off season was to be a really good squatter. Now let me tell you, I was forcing it for a while, made some adjustments, ran that for a little while. I think I'm dropping the barbell squats. I hate to do it, I really do, but recovery wasn't on point. Quads were getting a lot, and were getting a lot of attention, as they should. But if anything, I felt like it was a little too much. But here was the problem. Here was the bigger problem. The biggest problem of them all. My knees. My knees were pretty knackered, man. They were pretty beat up. So it's one of those things where at that point, it's one thing to be muscular sore. That's fine. That's reason. You just got to kind of, sometimes you got to kind of like, just push through that a little bit, depending if it's a good type of sore. If it's a painful sore, obviously not. But for me, I noticed my knees have really been bugging me, and that's the last thing I want. I don't want my knees to go. I don't want my knees to be in a bad spot to where I can't hit the depth that I want to hit with particular exercises, and it's bugging me and it hurts and all that kind of stuff. Knee pain is an indication that you are doing something either incorrectly, or you're doing maybe a little too much of something, or you're doing an exercise that just doesn't agree with your body. And unfortunately, the only newer exercise that I've really had are those barbell squats. So with that being said, as I really have enjoyed my journey with barbell squats, hey, you know what? It was fun. It was fun while it lasted, but I'm a bodybuilder, not a power lifter, and I really want to make sure I'm getting the most out of my body without beating it up too much to where I can't recover. So I need to make sure my recovery gets back on track. To do that, I want to make sure that I am utilizing exercises that are going to allow my body to recover from them. You know what I mean? So things like hack squats, leg press, extensions for quads, I can rock with them pretty well. So here's what we're going to do. It's going to be really simple. Really all we're going to do is divide up the volume a little bit. So I usually do 2 total working sets of barbell back squats. Well, today, instead of doing some crazy inventive new exercise or something like that, we're just going to divide up that volume. So it'll be 3 and 3. So we're going to add a working set to hack squats, and we're going to add a working set to leg press. That's it. That's how simple we're going to keep it. So both of those exercises, I get a ton of really good quad recruitment. So why not add a set of each to that? I could add 2 sets of hack squats. I could add 2 sets of leg press and do it like that. So we're keeping the volume in that 8 to 10 working direct sets of quads in this session. But for me, I'd rather just divvy it up, see how it feels, go from there. So we'll only be doing probably 3-4 exercises. I do duck, quack, quack, duck. This is for you, brother. If you're seeing this video, I am going to be doing some bodyweight sissy squats as well. I haven't decided if I'm going to do them on their own or if I'm going to do them as like a superset. That I haven't decided yet. We'll see. Might do them on their own towards the end of my workout. Might do them as a little bit of a superset. We'll see. We'll see where I'm at. So, but I'm going to do them regardless. So, anyways, to start us out, single leg extensions. You guys know the drill. Get those knees and quads and legs in general nice and primed up and ready to rock. Then we'll get into our compound movements. And then we'll come back to sissy squats or some sort of superset sissy squats. Superset of something else. Again, not 1,000% sure yet, but we'll find some. And then we'll go from there. Cardio already completed this morning. Half-hour fasted every morning, man. Minus on weekends. Minus Sunday. Sunday I do my cardio in the afternoon. So just as a heads up. But regardless, I'm excited. I'm ready to rock and roll. Get some sick pumps. I got my intro with me here. We're going to go from there. So top set of some single leg extensions coming at you right about now. All right, so starting out the quad session, we got some single leg extensions. We're going nice and controlled, getting a nice stretch, resting at the bottom of each repetition at least slightly, and making sure we're really stretching that quad out and then shortening that quad at the top of the motion, meaning when my leg is fully lengthened, okay? Because you got to remember with quads, when you're at the bottom of this movement, so right here is when your quad is fully stretched out. And then obviously it's shortened at the top, okay? So I would recommend 10 to 15 reps per leg, maybe 2 to 3 working sets at the most. You could even do 1 if you're really able to get the most out of that. Just get the knees and everything all primed up and ready to rock and roll. I've actually felt like I perform better with starting with single leg extensions and then moving into like a squatting or leg press pattern. So we did 2 working sets here, both I believe in that 10 to 15 or 10 to 12 rep range. Then some nice deep hack squats. Now this is the heaviest I have gone on a hack squat in a while. We actually went up like 30 pounds from the week before here. Now I was aiming to get a little bit less reps, so that was okay. I like to usually keep this in that 8 to 12 rep range. Today, or I should say in this particular session, I think our top set here was 6, which for this weight I was happy with, but felt really good. Definitely the best reps I've ever done at this weight, and this will be kind of our top set weight until we can comfortably hit this for 8 to 10, I would say. So next week, definitely shoot for still that 6 to 8 rep range, and we'll slowly creep up from there. But again, we're coming down. We're allowing those hamstrings to fully rest and touch the calves, get that nice range of motion. After this, we went down to, dropped the weight 10%? Maybe, yeah, right about 10%, maybe just over 10% or so, and ended up rocking that out for a set of 11, so that was cool. So yeah, 2 working sets here. I would still generally aim in that 8 to 12 rep range, even though we hit 6, but I was still really happy with that because that was a big weight increase. Then some close foot leg press, loaded this bad boy up. Again, heaviest I've gone on this exercise in quite some time. I would highly recommend, again, keeping this in that 8 to 12 or 8 to 15 rep range at the most. You can see I'm getting a humongous range of motion here. We are really, again, allowing those calves to fully come all the way down and touch the hamstrings. Again, I would highly recommend if you're looking to get into this kind of deep stretching mobility work for your legs, that you really build up from the bottom. Go a little bit lighter than you think, because I promise you, maybe those first few reps might feel a little easy, but once you get into that, rep 6, rep 8, rep 10, you're going to feel it. You're going to feel it for sure. So building up in weight on this one as well. Felt really good. Hack squats we actually did. Did we do 3 sets? Yeah, we did 3 sets of hack squats. Sorry, 3 working sets, because we did not do barbell squats today because my knees have just been getting banged up. So yeah, we had actually done 3 sets of hack squats. So 2 sets of single leg extension, 3 sets of hack squats, and then 2 sets of this close foot leg press. I will say, as of next week, it'll either be after close foot leg press like this, or potentially in place of, just to keep volume, recoverable. I am going to be doing a lot of unilateral leg pressing work. I do see some discrepancies as far as size and definition between my right and left leg. So we are going to be adding in even more unilateral work where we can. Leg press would definitely be a good one. This was just one of those sets I was just pushing, man. You can see here that I had a few extra where I was just going. I love sets like this. They're fun. They are, scary sets because you're just like, I don't know if I'm going to be able to get this next one up. But man, it felt great. So again, 8 to 12, 8 to 15 reps for leg press. That would be ideal for sure. And then Duck, my boy Duck, this one's for you. I'm not a great sissy squatter, so I saw that you can do a sissy squat with cables like this. So I was initially going to do this as a superset. I ended up doing this on its own. So you'll see that I'm using a cable here. We did 2 sets here, just body weight, both sets of 12. I will say I kind of wish I had recorded the second set because it was a lot cleaner than this one. I feel like I was kind of all over the place on a few reps here, but felt really good. I will say it was a good exercise. I think it's something I will continue to maybe run a set or 2 of per week, just kind of towards the tail end of my workout. Just felt good to get that last little bit of juice out of the quads before going from there. So it felt good. I had already trained calves the day before this, so there was no calf training. So this was actually the end of my workout, and I'm glad it was because my quads were absolutely fried after this one, but in the best of ways. So yeah, felt really, really good. Great recommendation, Duck, for sure on these sissy squats. So hopefully you enjoy that I was able to throw these bad boys back in. Leg A session in the freaking books. What a workout, man. What a freaking workout. Like I said in the intro, no barbell squats. Could tell they were just absolutely wearing and tearing on my knees, especially at the depth I was going to, which, hey, you know what? I did it for a while. I ran it for a while consistently. Could tell it wasn't really giving me the results that I wanted, at least with my joints. Took them out. That's what you got to do sometimes. Sometimes you just got to reevaluate a little bit. You got to do what you got to do, and you hit the reset button every once in a while when something just ain't doing what you want it to do for you. It's a simple process, man. It happens from time to time. So, felt really good. Added in an additional set of hack squats, and then for Duck, again, my boy Duck. Hey, I told you I'd do it. I told you I'd do it. I did forget last week. That was my bad. I've never really done sissy squats before. I've done like sissy squats on the hack squat, or like a variation of sissy squats, like hack sissy squats. And they were really challenging. I would argue these were just as challenging. Okay. So I was kind of looking up some tutorials on how to rock these sissy squats out, and I actually really enjoyed them. They were tough. And I could have thrown them in as a superset. I ended up doing it just as its own entity, its own exercise at the end. So we ended up doing 9 total direct working sets of quads today. And my daughter loves it. Yeah. So I just picked her up from my mother-in-law's house. So we are on our way home. This is like the hungriest I have been in a very, very long time. I am starving right now. Like, I'm like to the point where my stomach's like churning. It's almost in pain. Almost got like a stomach ache. I'm so hungry. I am starving. So I can't wait to get home. I'm gonna absolutely smash my post-workout meal and get ready for tomorrow. Got a little bit of food to make. Nothing super crazy. Gotta make some chicken. Gotta make some rice, and I think some turkey burgers as well. That's about it. So nothing super crazy, but definitely gotta get rock and rolling when I get home. So eat first though, fuel up, and then get ready for tomorrow. So that's a big part of this bodybuilding game, man. The consistency aspect with like preparing food, not just bringing food and like, you know, packing food, but actually preparing good solid food to pack. It is a daily process. It is literally a daily process. There are very, very few days in my week where I have 0 food to make and only food to pack. Usually it is both. Usually it is a combination of both, at least 1 or 2 food items to make, and then also some food to pack as well. So I know I got a handful of things I got to do tonight, but nothing super crazy. And again, luckily, the sun is like aligned with me right now around some of these corners. Can't see nothing around here. Sorry. Nothing super crazy though. Just gotta stay on top of it, man. I want to make sure my meals are all weighed out and ready to rock and roll each day, so I can just throw them in the microwave at work or wherever I got them packed, eat them, and be good to go. So, again, phenomenal leg workout, guys. Felt awesome. Quads are absolutely blasted. I'll be very interested to see now that I didn't really tax my knees as much as I normally would have in this quad session. I'll be very interested to see how my knees feel like in my next leg session on Friday. So that'll be cool. Again, stay consistent with it, guys. I'm staying under 400 milligrams of caffeine each day. Really digging that. I do still have, like, and just to be transparent with you, I definitely still do have like things that I randomly get anxious about, and just like, you know, some anxieties and stuff here and there and what have you. So cutting back on caffeine has definitely helped with that. I do feel like it's like leveled me out quite a bit, but at the same time, I still have like things I get anxious about and nervous about or whatever. You know, it can be random, or sometimes it's, you know, sometimes it, you know, is about the same type of things, but you live and you learn, and you got to figure out ways to work with it, not against it. And so the thing that I realized that I could do to help work with it was lower my caffeine intake. And like I said, that has drastically made a positive impact for sure. So regardless, yeah, man, great session. Can't say enough good things about it. No calf work today. Just again, purely because I did direct calf work yesterday. So we will have calves and abs both again tomorrow. So those sessions, my Monday, Wednesday, Friday sessions this week will be a little bit longer, because on Sunday, that's normally when I would train my first day of calves. But I was kind of in a time crunch there, so I ended up moving my first day of calves to yesterday. So both Monday, Wednesday, Friday, which are normally just abs for me, are going to be both abs and calves this week. So got to do what you got to do. I ain't missing. I train abs and calves 3 times a week, and you know, and we'll go from there. And then fasted cardio, of course, 6 days a week, half-hour session. So join me for my next upload. My next upload after this will be my second push day of the week with a little twist, and it's one that I'm excited to show you because I'm throwing in an exercise I haven't done in a very, very long time, and I am excited to run that exercise for a little bit, get really strong on that exercise, but with, of course, proper form, technique, and what have you. So, anyhoozle, I will catch y'all in that upload. Make sure you like and share the video. Let your friends know that the Natty Teacher is back in session. Drop any comments, questions, or feedback you got. Throw them right in the comment section here below. If you have not already, make sure you subscribe to the channel. I really appreciate it. I appreciate all the support, and it means a lot to me, guys. So, and of course, it helps the channel when you hit that subscribe button. So I appreciate it. But for today, this again, one of many episodes to come of Road to Natty Pro is out. I will catch y'all in the next one.